Now, your StormTracker team forecast with Jesse Gunkel.
Welcome back. Well, we still have the chance for a few strong thunderstorms this evening, mainly until about midnight. The most active weather, the stuff that we were dealing with this afternoon, a lot of that has pushed into Mississippi and Alabama. So here you go. Still the opportunity for a little bit of rain, maybe some heavy downpours once we get through that main line. Even the chance for some wet roads, but will finally dry out as we get into the mid-morning hours of tomorrow. Live tower cam, still very warm out there, 74 degrees. We've got our winds out of the south now at about 13. Expect the winds to maybe gust up to about 20 to 25. Until that cold front pushes through, which should happen just around midnight or slightly after. As that happens, the winds shift out of the north and temperatures will begin to take that plunge. We start to cool off throughout the daytime hours of tomorrow, and then by the time we step into tomorrow night, we're going to get back to some winter-like temperatures. We're talking overnight lows in the mid-30s, just above freezing once again. So again, we've got a very cold or short-lived cold snap ahead of us heading into tomorrow and really just kind of finishing up the week. But again, we still have the possibility for a severe thunderstorm or two across the area until midnight. After that, we should begin to settle things down. And as we move forward, well, overall, things will get nice and quiet and sunny as we step into the weekend. I do want to point out that we have been dropped from that tornado watch, so the concern really now is going to be the chance for more rainfall ahead of that front, or even the chance for some gusty winds with this system as it drives towards the east. Once we get on the backside, that's when we're going to start to see those temperatures and winds shift a little bit. So again, that's when we start to get that cool down process. We still have the possibility for, again, one or two storms out there. That's why we remain underneath that slight risk, but most likely they're going to adjust that over the next few hours. As you see on the Doppler radar, a lot of those individual thunderstorms driving well off towards the northeast. That same cell here that you see exploding into southern Mississippi, well, that was the one that drove through here, producing some hail and some heavy rainfall this afternoon. Now again, moving its way over towards the Waynesboro area north of Hattiesburg. We've still got a couple individual pockets around Brookhaven, and a little bit further south you can see some light to moderate rainfall out there, but nothing expected to be substantial. However, again, as you look at your future cast, by the time we get to about 9, you see a few more storms developing just ahead of that front. Front pushes through by midnight, and then we start the cooling down process. We also start the process of settling down a little bit. However, there could be some rain on the backside of this system, but most of that rainfall should be sitting from the coast all the way up through New Orleans and roughly to areas just to the east of I-55. We'll start to see a little bit clearing by late afternoon, and then it's nothing but clear skies and cool temperatures as we enter the weekend at this point. So again, with the possibility of a few more showers out there, we may see maybe another inch of rainfall, but most of that should be localized. So as you go, we go maybe a couple early showers before 10 o'clock, then dry for most of the weekend before we get back to another batch of showers and thunderstorms heading into early next week. Tonight, 54 out there, a few more storms until midnight. After that, we should get back to a nice quiet picture. Remember that we have partnered up with iHeartRadio Baton Rouge to get your weather on the go. And here is that extended forecast for you. Your first 3, we've got 54, dropping down to 34 overnight. Some areas may even deal with a little bit of frost. Then we rebound quickly going into Friday. A lot of sunshine, 62, climbing to 69 on Saturday. We'll stay mainly dry with a few afternoon clouds. And then by Sunday, gorgeous, 73 degrees. Temperatures even overnight will remain in the 60s. We'll get back into the mid to upper 70s next week with another round of storms. So a lot going on this 7-day.
Just get through these next few days, and then it's going to be a pretty
and I just want to point out, don't get caught off guard, because temperatures tomorrow will be much cooler. We're not talking mid-70s and humid, very spring like it was today. We're talking, again, we're getting back to winter. We got to remember, we still got a couple more weeks of the season left. So yes, we are dropping into the mid-30s out there in a couple areas. Say southern Mississippi could even be flirting with freezing.
Wow. So be prepared for that. Some big changes. All right, Jesse, thank you. Coming up next, we're going to check in with Sports Director Brian Holland. He has a look at your Go Nation Sports Report.